Most often people seek out a yoga teacher because they want to stretch, because they often feel tight. And that's a valid reason to try some yoga. But I'd like to suggest that you may need to strengthen areas of your body that feel tight. Tight can sometimes actually mean that those muscles are a little bit weak or a lot weak. So as your yoga teacher, I usually provide both options for you. I give you an opportunity to stretch, also an opportunity to strengthen. If you have any doubts about what is going on, please do see your healthcare provider for an official diagnosis, and then come on back and we can work more closely together. Today I have a strengthener for the trapezius muscle. It's a huge muscle on the back. It starts at the base of your skull, spreads along the scapula, and then down into the mid-back. So it's a big muscle. We're going to focus on strengthening the upper part, so the part in your upper back or lower neck. Two things for you to try. One is taken at the wall. You'll come to the wall and have about a 4 arms length distance between you and the wall. Arms are up, fingers are on the wall, and you're going to shrug. So you'll lift your arms up, shrugging, and then lower them back down to neutral. Up and down, up and down. And maybe do that around 10 times or so before you rest for a few moments, and then see if you can do that 10 times and then 10 times again. So it would be maybe 3 sets of 10 shrugs each, and see how that feels. Maybe wait until the next day and see if you notice anything. Usually a little bit of soreness is a good thing. That means you've actually done some micro tears in the muscle. Don't let that scare you. And then as it heals, you start to build muscle mass. Again, any doubts about discomfort or pain, please see your doctor. Now, you may want to make this a little more challenging so that you can get a little bit stronger. To do that, you're going to need to add some load. I'm going to show you how to add load with some dumbbells. Now, all I have here today with me are two 2-pound weights. So it's a total of 4 pounds. That seems like very little to some of you, and that may be. So if you have heavier weights in your home or if you go to the gym, I wouldn't start too heavy. See how it goes, but you could certainly do more than this. But for many of you, this might be just enough to start. So it's going to look similar as to when we stand at the wall, but we're going to lift our arms overhead and stand away from the wall. And from here, we're going to shrug. So lift the shoulders up and let them back down. Up and down, just like we did at the wall. Up and down. See how many times you can do that. Maybe it's up to 10 times. Take a little rest. Maybe even put the weights down. Pick them back up and see if you can do that 10 more times. Rest. Maybe 10 more times. That's just a guide, that's just an idea for you to try. Now, a couple of things when you're either holding the weights or when you're at the wall, there's a couple of muscles that we're going to try not to use so that we make sure we're strengthening that upper trapezius muscle. One that you want to try to keep pretty relaxed is your deltoid muscle. It's a pretty big muscle that comes along the shoulder here. You have one on both sides. The other muscle that you want to try to not use is your triceps muscle. And that you usually feel in the back part of your upper arm. So as you're doing the movement, see if you notice that you're really contracting in your triceps or in this deltoid muscle, and do what you can to soften them. And focus mostly on the work right back here. I hope you enjoy strengthening your trapezius muscles, and I'll see you next time.